do that, Chums? As I, Captain Stephen. Today, Chums, I'm playing No Man's Sky, and I'm hitting up Expedition 3. This is the Cartographers, Expeditions Revisited, and yes, we're going to be spawning in. Will I be a Viking for the third time in a row? I think I freaking will be. Heck yes, in fact I know I will be, because this is voiceover of previous game footage, and I'm going to speed up said game footage until I spawn in. But yes, I'm a Viking again. I know, it's freaking mental. I would love to be a traveller, heck yes I would. But anyway, let's hit on up the expedition. Right, in all the previous expeditions we've got to find our crashed ship. It's usually miles away. I can see mine. It's just in that little chasm. Just over there, and it looks like it's an exotic ship. So, Cartographers, it has different tech inside of your ship, just to confuse the freaking heck out of you if you're a new player. I fell in a freaking cave. This is not going good already, is it? Yes, got to wait for my jetpack to recharge before I can get out the freaking hole. Okay, right, not the best way to start a tutorial, Steve. No, it's not. Right, anyway, let's fly on out of here. Lovely. Now, I did see that there was a hazardous flora inside that cave that I could have blasted. Yes, we will be zapping any hazardous flora that we see. One, because it's going to give us oxygen, and two, because we've got a badge for taking out hazardous flora. I think they've got to kill like 10 or 12 of them or something, a dozen or so. Yes, but we will find loads of them, because I've already seen them. This planet's littered with them. Right, awesome. We have arrived on our ship. We found out it's completely broken to fudge, and all the tech that's in it is new-looking tech that uses parts that we just don't got the blueprints for or the know-how how to craft, and some of that's even underwater. So yeah, this is going to be a fun sort of expedition. So basically, you're stuck on this planet for ages, and you have to escape the planet. So unlike all the other expeditions where you go into rendezvous points, you don't do that until the last frickin' stage, and then you jump to a few rendezvous points. But it's not like the other expeditions at all, so you're in for a real treat on this one if you see it as a treat. It's nice if the planet that you start on is nice. This is a swampy planet that's kind of nice. The only thing is, there's no minerals, there's no rocks for me to zap, so getting ferrite dust is going to be a chore and a half. Anyway, first things first, we've got to install our terrain manipulator to pop our next badge. For that, I'm going to need some of that sort of hydrogen jelly and also some carbon nanotubes. Carbon nanotubes you can craft from shooting trees, which are going to give you carbon, or bushes or plants or anything that's carbon based. Yeah, I would suggest scanning them all first though. Also, to get the actual blue dehydrogen jelly, you need to zap the blue crystals like I'm doing there. Lovely, I've got enough for my carbon nanotubes and I've got enough for the dehydrogen jelly, so we can install our terrain manipulator. Oh, I need one more set of the carbon nanotubes, so if I jump back to there, just hit square on there, it's now made it. Lovely, and kaboom! Technology installed-icated. Yes, I'm wearing my Christmas jumper. Look at that, nice Merry Christmas to one and all that is watching. It is the Christmas of the times where I am in the UK right now. Hopefully it is all around the world. Well, I would have thought so anyway. Or holiday period, whatever, festive time, whatever you celebrate. Have a good one. Awesome! Right, so there we go. We've got blueprints for an advanced mining laser. Not that I've got the actual ingredients to install it. Foxhole. So now that we have got our terrain manipulator, we can punch a hole, draw in a storm, into a side of a rock face or a floor, and just take cover from storm and pop that next badge, which we will be doing, but we need to wait for a storm. So while we're waiting for a storm, let's just go and grab some resources. Let's make use of the time, and I'm also going to scan a few creatures, because you get another badge for scanning like 10 creatures, 10 of the flora, and 10 of the minerals, or so many of the minerals. So I don't think there's 10 of the minerals actually, but you scan them anyway. I'm grabbing some storm crystals because we need 3 storm crystals to fix part of the ship. Now, all I've done is dug a hole in the side of the cave as soon as the storm hit, and foxhole. So you know when a storm hits because all the freaking storm crystals are going to light up like Christmas trees, and also your storm indicator down in the bottom left corner there. Yeah, I just got hit by hazardous flora. You need to shoot all the hazardous flora, kill them because there is a badge for killing hazardous. Oh, you just got hit again. Fudging heck. Well, I'm going to grab one of these storm crystals, and that will give me the 3 storm crystals I need, and I'm also going to obliterate a shed load of hazardous flora. Take that, hazardous flora, you freaking evil git. Right, you can scan the hazardous flora. It counts towards your flora discoveries, just as a little note there, people. Right, I'm just going to move some tech around so I can free up some inventory and put it in my technology slots of my exosuit, just so I've got some extra inventory space. We are going to have to dig up 6 ancient bones during this expedition as well, so if you do come across them on the way of going to any of these points, because now I'm picking up copper, Now what I did is I shrunk the terrain manipulator by firing it offside, and I just used the sort of the shoulder button up here, L1, to shrink my beam. Shrunk my beam. If you shrink your beam, you can actually get a lot more out of the ground, but it takes you a lot longer to do it. So I've got a shed load of copper now, people. Awesome. The copper I can throw inside of my portable refiner, and I can refine that into chromatic metal, which we're going to need to put down our base computer. So I've just hit the save point that was by my ship. That gave me a navigational data, which I can swap for a map at a later date. I ducked in the cave and I'm blasting a load of cobalt, just because I can. Well, if you get a load of cobalt, though, and you mix it with some ferrite dust, you can make hazard protection batteries, you know, the ion batteries to up your hazard protection, which is always good. But we do get awarded some anyway. I haven't got 5 on my person. Lovely, awesome. I'm installing the advanced laser. We will need wiring looms to get it. You will pop a badge and get some wiring looms later, so you can install it before you leave the planet. You don't have to go to the station to get your wiring looms. No, sometimes you get the odd wiring loom as well when you're digging up the salvage tech. It only works a little, so yeah, grab some salvage tech out the ground if you see that. Pick up ancient bones if you see them. So yeah, if you see a rock, a freaking rock, blast it, because yes, you're going to need ferrite dust. As you're running around, look for rocks. Keep an eye out for rocks, because they're rare as rocking horse turd on this planet. Heck yes they are. So yeah, why I'm spinning that into the chromatic metal, I'm running around, I found a rock, awesome, I got some ferrite dust, brilliant, awesome. There are some big rocks, but you need the advanced mining laser, but they're going to give you the pure ferrite. Pure ferrite you can't refine back into ferrite. You can only go to magnetized ferrite. Freaking nightmare. And when you get your base computer established, guess what parts they give you? The metal parts that need ferrite dust. Another thing that I'm finding hard to find is sodium. So the little yellow plants to give you sodium, which you need quite a fair bit of, they're hardly any on this planet. And I haven't found a big clump of them or anything. It's been a right pain in the neck. I've been walking all over the place. Now what I would say is, if you do get hit by a storm, terrain manipulate and just travel underneath the ground. Also, it pops another badge called Afraid of the Sun or something like that. Fear of the Sun. There you go. Just pop that badge now. Ha! There we go. It's like a ninja. But I was doing that anyway, just to escape the freaking storms to get back to my ship. Mental. Because, yeah, I'm worried I'm going to run out of those ion batteries, and sodium isn't in abundance. So, yeah, I'm travelling under the ground as much as I possibly can. I'm like a freaking mole. I am a mole that lives in a hole. I've got my chromatic metal, put down my base computer, claimed my base area. Now, you need to put down 15 pieces to register your base or to pop the badge. So, all I'm doing is putting down those little carbon plants, and I'll put down 15 of them. Because carbon's everywhere on this planet. But you try and find the ferrite dust to have those metal plates. It's not going to happen. So there we go. I put down that just to pop the badge. And then I deleted them all. And now I delete my base. So I get my chromatic metal back. Yeah, boom. Done, done. Yeah. So that's kind of what I did. Now, you might want to keep a base on this planet. I don't know why you would. I mean, we're going to go looking for some sort of base settlement at some stage, you know, like a natural settlement on the planet, by hitting up one of those signal boosters. So you could technically build a base there. At least you've got something to take shelter in anyhow. So here we go. I've popped the homecoming badge, even though I don't have a home anymore because I deleted it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I put down my base computer. Well, not the base computer, the blueprint analyzer. Here we go. Blueprint analyzer is down. Now you get given 10 navigational data, plus you already have 10 or something. So I've got 20 salvage data in total that I need to spend. I don't need to spend, but I want to spend. I'm going to get the teleporter only because I want the Galactic Trade Terminal, so I can sell ancient bones or anything else that I come across just to clear my inventory. But I also want the medium refiner. We've already managed to pop the large refiner blueprints. That's quite handy and dandy, isn't it? Lovely jubbly. But now, I'm too short. I'm 2 salvage data short of what I'm after doing, so I'm just going to go run and dig some up. Now, the first time we played this expedition, as soon as you exited that menu on the Blueprint Analyzer and you went back in, the only page you got was the first page, so you couldn't go back in and get the medium refiner. So I thought, oh no, have I just ballsed it up? Have they fixed that? I hope they fixed it. It was in the patch notes, so I'm going to go dig up some salvage tech. There we go. I'm going to head back, or whatever it is, and I'm going to hit it up and just hope that I can get the medium refiner. Power of editing, we'll be straight back at the blueprint analyzer. Here's the blueprint analyzer. I'm going to head on over to it and we're going to hit it up and see if we do get the option to go across all the different pages. Yeah, why I'm doing that is because there's L and R buttons on there that yeah. I haven't got something wrong with my fingers, although it looks like it. I mean, look at them. They're freaking weird. Look, do ET stuff. ET stuff. Right, awesome. I've unlocked that. Brilliant. Yes, we've got everything we need now. I can take that with me because portable tech. Any portable tech, do not leave around. Take it with you. Might as well. Heck yes. I mean, I could leave it by my ship. I'm going to be returning to my ship at some point, but, you know, I'll take it with me anyway. Lovely and jubbly. We're all good. And, yeah. Done. I need to craft some metal plating. But for metal plating, I need more ferrite dust. So I'm now on the search for a rock. And that rock's too big. That's going to give me pure ferrite. There's a tree over here that I haven't scanned yet, so I'm going to scan that as well. I'm going to scan any creatures that I haven't seen already as well, because they all count towards... You need to get plants, minerals, creatures, all scanned. And there's a certain quantity that you've got to hit for each. I'm getting there. Not quite there yet. We've got our metal plate in there. Heck yes, we do. I can build myself one of these thingies. Yes, a signal booster. Hit up the signal booster. Look for a nearby structure. Heck yes, brilliant, awesome. And what are we going to find? Come on, be something awesome. Be a trading post. You know you want to be a trading... No, it's not a trading post. Darn and blast. Okay, well, we have found ourselves... Actually, we don't know yet. It could be a trading post. It is a manufacturing facility. Yes, it is. Yeah, it's pre-recorded. I knew it wasn't a trading post. Anyhow, let's pick this up. Boom, we got that. You can see here my hazard protection and my life support are about to run dry. So yeah, I want to craft one of them. I need some more dehydrogen. I've got some blue stuff on me to do it, so it should be all good. Oh, that's my alarm. Heck yes. Be quiet, alarm. Lovely. Right, so there we go. We can hit that into my actual life support. Boom. And we can hit this into... I don't want to use my sodium. Sodium's a rare as. Yeah, so those ion batteries you craft using ferrite dust, which is rare as well. Balls. And the cobalt. But you do get given quite a lot of these ion batteries as rewards. Oh, a ship just landed there. However, he only sells X-class modules and you need nanites, so neither here nor there. Right, we can pop this badge. Yes, the Pilgrim, because we've been walking around this planet now for quite some time. Thank you. Yes. Pop that one ambulantly without even frickin' trying, because there's a lot of frickin' running around to do. Move some stuff around. I shot a few more plants, and it popped the badge for killing hazardous flora. Brilliant. There seems to be quite a lot of hazardous flora in clumps. You tend to get about 2 or 3 next to each other on this planet, and they bite the frickin' fudge out of you. Right, there we go. We're charging that up again. We're getting through these ion batteries a little bit quicker than I would like, because we've been walking around in this storm for a little while. I'm still heading towards the manufacturing facility. I'm looking out for salvageable tech underneath the ground. I'm looking for ancient bones. I'm still blasting plants to get them out of the way. I'm still scanning stuff that I haven't already scanned, and if I see anything tasty, I'm picking it up, like definitely ferrite dust. If I see a rock, freaking heck, party time. Grab that. Also, the little sodium plants, get in them as well. There you go, I popped a badge and it gave me the wiring loom, so now I've got an advanced mining laser. So at least I might be able to blast some sodium nitrate crystals, which I could use inside of my hazard protection once those iron batteries run out. So awesome, we can pop this one as well. Brilliant, we've got the dreadful plant. Herbicide is done. Awesome, and it's given us the pulse splitter, wasn't it? I think, gave us the pulse splitter, but I'm probably not going to install the pulse splitter. I'm probably going to go for the bolt caster, because that uses lesser resources to actually install. Just moving some tech about. In fact, I might put these inside of my technology slot in a bit, because yes, we're getting quite low on inventory space. I was hoping rather than a manufacturing facility, you may have found some sort of like, you know, minor settlement, something that already had one of those galactic trade terminals so I can sell stuff. Otherwise, I will be popping down to base to try and put in a galactic trade terminal. I'm also looking for cargo drops. The reason I'm looking for cargo drops is if they've got one of those little yellow tubs there, sometimes the yellow tubs contain microprocessors. And you need the microprocessors for the galactic trade terminal interfaces to install at your base. So yeah, I'm hoping to get some of them. I've got 2. I've picked up 2 already, people. Yeah, I might as well pop everything else that's here. It's going to give us trinkets to make friends with some of the people up in the station and things, but they do sell for quite a lot. Again, if I get my galactic trade terminal, I can pop it for units. Not that you need an abundance of units in this expedition. I don't think there's a badge for being super rich. Correct me if I'm wrong. But here we go. I'm going to be digging up all these ancient bones here. Now, I think you need to get a quantity of 6 ancient bones, and I believe I'll get myself 4 or 5 just from this one little deposit. So that's pretty nice, isn't it? Heck yes, it is. Brilliant. Proper groovy. Right, pick up all of those. Look, there's 2 there, not just 1. Awesome. So yes, there's 5 in this one deposit. So I only need 1 more ancient bone, and hopefully we're going to pop that badge. That's probably going to be next episode, though, because I'm not going out of my way to pick these up. It's only if I'm crossing over a site. Then I'm not going after them deliberately. Right, so there we go. I've just dug through that freaking rock face, which was... probably would have popped that, fear of the sun badge all over again, just cutting through there to get back to here. I'm hitting up the save point here. 1, to get the navigational data that I might be able to swap for a map at a later time. 2, it also saves your game. And 3, if you go inside of the manufacturing facility and you balls up on the little puzzle that's in there, you can reload your save. And, yeah, try it again. So that's all good. So I'm just going to blow the doors down, but to do that, I'm going to install the bolt caster. And I need some more carbon nanochips. So there we go, let's make 3 of them. And we're going to install the bolt caster. Now I have no ammo on my person, but we're lucky enough, it comes with like 60 shots pre-installed. So brilliant. Hopefully that's enough to take out the freaking door. Let's give it a shot. Yeah. Literally 64 shots you get actually there, chums. Now I did install that tech after I hit up the save. Technically, if I do have to reload, I'd have to reinstall that tech again. It would have been better to have saved after I installed that tech. Gotta think ahead with these things. But anyway, let's blow up the door. Now sometimes these sort of places need you to swavel the actual panel with Pogim. In the first instance though, you don't on this one. Which is lucky, because I didn't really fancy having to shoot down sentinels, although I could have done from the shelter of this doorway. But here we go. Yep. Now, I have done this one a few times, so I know it's the coolant that you need to put in there. For a second, I was like, do I go for fusion? I was like, no, I'm sure it's the coolant. So I hit coolant, and I got it right first time. Boom! Take that, freaking manufacturing facility in your alarmy ways. And now I'm going to go for learn new recipe. Now, on the recipes, I would suggest either going for the quantum computer or the 1-2 over from it, that little red and blue one, because they're the things that you need to actually fix your ship. And thinking about it, there is a badge a bit later on that actually gives you the blueprint for the quantum processor. I would have been better to have gone for that little flowery looking one that was 2 over from it. So yeah, if you get the choice, maybe go for the other one, not the quantum computer, because you will get that blueprint as popping it from a badge. Excellent. Well, there we go. I think I've now finished phase 1. Let's just go to phase 1 and let's just check to see if I am correct. Yes, I am correct. Just pop this badge. Lovely. Heck yes, we've got given an underwater module. Well, I suppose there are some underwater bits to actually get. We've got to get the sulfide crystals or something, haven't we, to fix part of our ship. So I guess we're going to be going diving at some stage inside of this playthrough. Heck yes, but there we are. I think we just got that one last badge to actually pop. We've got this to install, so let's stick that in my technology area. We'll put that over there. You know what, let's put a few more bits inside of our tech, because now we've got those ancient bones on the bake. Now we've got hardly any room left. What shall I marry up in there? I put the shields in there. We'll just stick the shields in there. Just get them out of the way. Tuck that into there. And we're going to nip-tuck that into there as well. I guess we are. Kaboom! And we're good. Yeah, we're going to have to work on our inventory space, aren't we, next episode, chums? I'm hoping we can find a galactic trade terminal or put down another base computer and build a little mini base. And maybe get the Galactic Trade Terminal installed there, so we can sell all those ancient bones. Until next time, people, you've been excellent. See you soon. Cheery bines. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye again. Well, thank you very much for watching. If you like what you see, please hit a like and a subscribe. And I'd like to say a massive, great big thank you to all of my backers over on Patreon and over on YouTube membership. Thanking you, backers. And if you want to support this channel, just don't skip the adverts. That throws revenue down my avenue. Or yeah, just stay with Captain Steve that little bit longer and hit something on this screen. There's merch here now too.